Welcome to Unreal Engine 4 Blueprints overview video. In this video I will show you some of the things that I did using blueprints. Now before I begin, I want you to know that everything you see in this video are blueprints only. No C++ code is involved in this whole demonstration. Now before I jump in and talk more about blueprints, I want you to show you one interesting stuff about dynamic light. In this scene here, there is only one movable directional light, just one dynamic light. Now probably you may know that Epic removed SVOGI, but even if they remove that, you can still simulate or you can fake dynamic GI with another awesome feature. And here you can see if I increase that, I will get some sort of dynamic GI here, and if I move my sun around, the effect still stays that way. I can still decrease it or increase it, and I can even push it further. See, it's totally blown out. Now talking about blueprints, let's take a look at this bridge here. The bridge itself is a blueprint asset and consists of 3 meshes, and these are the 3 meshes that I used inside the blueprint. And using nodes, I can arrange all them together. That means you don't have to manually drag and drop assets from the content browser into the level. You can create a blueprint asset and you can place the nodes inside that. That means you can use the same blueprint asset in any other projects you want, and they will always stick together. Now let's take a look at this gas station over here. This is also a blueprint asset, and using blueprints I was able to turn on the lights. I can turn them off, turn them on again. I can change their intensity. I can turn them off again. I can also swap this text material here to an emissive material, and again I can change its intensity, I can change its color, and there are a lot of other properties too for us to change. Again, this is all done inside blueprints with some nodes. Now let's take a look at this building over here. Now this building is also a blueprint asset. Take a look at the rooftop of this building. There's so many elements on top of this, and again they're all placed using blueprints. And the good thing about this is, if I move this inside the level, they all get randomly generated, and this is also using blueprints. And as you can see, the colors are all randomized. I can even swap the models as I move it around. That means using one single blueprint asset you can create a variety of models, and you can even populate a whole city using just one. Now let's take a look at this street walks here. As you can see, they are all empty, but when I jump in and play, you can see all street walks are now populated with trees, light poles, traffic signals, and benches and stuff like that. Now again, this is all done using blueprints, so that means you can populate the whole world, your world, with blueprints instead of dragging and dropping assets from content browser and placing them manually. And with blueprints you can even randomize all these stuffs together, and that's one of the best things I like in blueprint. And of course we have Apex integration. We can demolish the geometry using Apex. It's all integrated inside Unreal. And this is GPU particles. I know it's looking very bad, that it's just for demonstration only. And then of course particle lights. They're really good. They can add a lot to your scene, and they're one of the things that I like in Unreal Engine 4 because it's totally awesome. And here I just made a quick night scene, and using blueprints I can turn my flashlight on. It's looking like a abandoned town. And again, all of this is done using blueprints, and it's very easy to set up all these stuffs you see here. They're not really hard, and GPU particles are really great. And the good thing about GPU particles is that it can collide with other world objects. As you can see, the particles are colliding with the road. It's really awesome. You can create very interesting stuff using GPU particles, create magic spells or stuffs like that. I would like to show you this project, this city project that I've been working in Unreal. I can move my sun using mouse wheel. Again, this is all done using blueprints. I can change it to whatever location I want, and as the sun goes down, all lights gets turned on. Take a look at this Empire building and this light poles here. They all get turned on. Again, this is all using blueprints. Once the sun comes up, all lights are randomly turned off. Again, if the sun goes down, they all get randomly turned on. You may notice that these lights are randomly colored every time the sun goes down. And that's blueprint. No C++ is involved. All of this is done using blueprints. So that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed what you just saw. And before I stop, again, I would like to tell Unreal Engine 4 rocks. It is way too awesome. It is way too good to work with. And that's all for now.